all the pieces, right? I hope now you could identify a piece. If I keep a piece, you can name it. Okay. Today we are going to learn about the rook. Okay. So this is a rook, right? And you know how this rook moves? Okay, everyone please be on mute. Just listen to me carefully. Whenever I ask you questions, you can unmute and you can reply. Okay. Till then, listen very carefully. Okay. So this is a rook. And this rook moves forward like this. Okay, it moves backward, it moves to this side and also to this side. Okay, it moves in straight lines, which means it can move in this standing line, right? You say standing line, so in that direction it can move. And sleeping line. Okay, overall it will look like a plus sign. So if a rook is here, it will move here, 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 this way, forward, backwards and sideways. Okay, say for example I'm putting a rook here, then how does it move? So it moves forward like this and it moves to this side, because there is no squares this side or there is no square downward. So always you have to imagine putting a plus sign. Okay, plus addition sign. Okay, so in that direction the rook moves. Okay, so now same with this rook. So this rook, black rook, moves like this. It can move any way. Okay, any square. Okay, you can take this rook and put it in e2, or you can take this rook and put it in e4, or this way, right? So you can take the rook and put it in h5, or you can take the rook and put it in d5. So all these moves are correct. You can choose one among these things. Okay, so this is how a rook generally moves. Okay, so now who are there? Just a second. Okay. Okay, so now Anirudh, I want you to answer this. Can this rook move to e2? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Please be on mute. Now, Leksha, tell me if this rook in the immediate move, okay, in the very same move, can it move here to f7?
No, ma'am.
No, because it is not on its way. This is its way. This kind of plus sign is its way. That square is not on its way. So it cannot move immediately. In this move, it cannot move. Okay. Next, Isha. So now, here is the rook. And I want to take this here. Okay, to f7. So I can do this in 2 steps. Okay, I will give you this as an example. Then next question I will ask you, Isha. Just wait. Okay, so everyone listen. So if this is the position and the square is somewhere here, okay, the square I'm pointing you to take the rook is somewhere else, then what you have to do is you have to know this rook travels like this. Okay, and then this square is here, which means you have to take the rook, align here or here. So very easy thing to notice, this is f7. Okay, if the rook comes to f file, this is f file if you remember, right? So if the rook comes to f file and in the second move it can move to f7, or if the rook comes to 7th rank and in the second move it can move here. Okay, got it? So now Isha, tell me, so where should this rook move first? You have to tell me the first move, and then the second move would be f7.
Okay. The first move is it needs to go forward.
That's okay. Forward, where? To square. Which square? Name it.
To E7.
Very good. So the rook first goes to E7, then it goes to F7. So this is the first move. And from here, it is on its way, right? So it can go. Okay, very good. So now next question to Leksha. So the rook is here and I want to take it to E1. So, and I want to do this in two moves.
Ma'am, first strike.
Hmm.
Next cross.
So which is the first step, like first square? Where does it go first?
Ma'am, it is F1.
Okay, so first you have to go to F1 and in the second move you can go to E1. Very good. So this is how a rook moves. Okay, very good. So now I'll teach you something. Everyone listen carefully. Then I will ask rest of you guys. Okay. So say for example this rook can go like this, right? So I'm putting the rook here. Okay. So these are the squares on its way. From here, from E5, these are the possible squares this rook can move. Okay, so now if there are, listen to this carefully, if there are empty squares on its way, this is an empty square, no piece, no other piece is there. So that is why we are calling it empty square. Okay, so there are no pieces here, there are no pieces. So all these are empty squares with no pieces, squares with no pieces. So those are called empty squares. If there are empty squares, then the rook controls those squares. Okay, it has an authority, or to easily for you to understand, it controls. Just remember that the rook controls the empty squares on its way. But if there is the own piece, just listen to this carefully. If there is a own piece here, this rook cannot jump and go here. This is not possible. Now the rook is restricted. It can go to these squares. Okay. Can you all please be in mute if you are not, your name is not called. So this is the rook. Earlier it was able to move here, but now it cannot go here or it cannot go here. It cannot jump over this piece. Okay, because there is its own piece. Okay, so now its movement is restricted to these squares, only to these squares. So rooks, they never jump over other pieces. Okay, so now this is its own piece. He cannot jump. What if there is an opponent's piece? Still he cannot jump. He cannot jump his own piece. Okay, or he can never jump his opponent's piece. So now the movement is restricted here. But if it is an opponent's piece, he cannot jump to e7. So e7 is not possible in this position. Okay, in this thing e7 is not possible, but he can capture this. Okay, so the moment I say capture, capture means you capture that piece, take that piece, put it away from the board. So here it was a white knight, right? So always remember this, we are black here because we are having a black rook and our opponent is white and white's piece is here, which means opponent's piece is there. So the rook can capture the opponent's piece on its way, but he cannot jump over the opponent's piece. Okay, get that right? And then so now what do we say is this rook is attacking. So wherever there is an opponent's piece on its way, the rook attacks. If there is empty square on its way, the rook controls. Rook controls all these squares. The rook attacks this square. Okay, this square is having the opponent's knight, so the rook is attacking the knight. Okay, but when it actually takes over the knight, that is when we use the term capture. So there are two words, you have to remember this carefully. One is attack, one is capture. Okay, I will show you the difference. So let's say the knight is here. Okay, in chess, white plays first, then black will play. White will make a move, black will make a move. Like that only we can play. Okay, we cannot make two moves. If you are playing black, you cannot make two moves. Similarly, if you are playing white, you cannot make two moves. You have to make only one move, for which your opponent will respond. He will make a move, then you can make another move. Okay, so for example, this is the position and white has to play. Okay, and then white is putting the knight here. Okay, we will learn knight movements later in the later classes. Okay, so white is putting the knight here. Now the rook, now see, since white made the move first, now this has to play, black has to play. Black is taking this, so this action is called capture. So it took the knight away from the board and then put its own piece there wherever the knight was earlier there. Okay, so this action is called capture. Okay, but say for example, the knight is here. So the knight is here. Now this is the position and black has to play. Now black has to play and black is moving the piece like this. Okay, now it is attacking. It didn't capture, but it is attacking. So on its way, the opponent's piece is there. So it is attacking. Okay. Now if white has to choose to move away, it can move away and save its knight. Okay. So that is the difference between attack and capture. Capture is actually picking the piece and putting out of the board. Attack is just giving a threat. Okay. So then we learned about control. And then we are going to learn a new word which is called support. Okay, so this is a rook and this is the way, and then on its way there is the own piece. So this is black, this is black, so they are teammates, right? They are of same group. So this rook supports this bishop because the bishop is on its way. So we learned three words: rook. This is a revision, just listen to me carefully, then I will ask you questions. Okay, so this is the rook and it travels in this sign, plus sign. Okay, and in this way, if there is its own piece, then it supports. On its way, if there is the own piece, it supports. On its way, if there is an opponent's piece, it attacks. Okay, and on its way, if there are empty squares, then it controls. So it controls empty squares, supports its own piece, attacks its opponent. Okay, so we will repeat these three so that you get it. Then I will start asking you questions. Okay, we'll start with Aldrin. So Aldrin, repeat after me. Rook
Rook
controls the empty squares
controls the empty squares
on its way.
on its way.
Rook
Rook
attacks
attacks
the opponent's piece
opponent's piece
on its way.
on its way.
Rook
Rook
supports
supports
its own piece
its own piece
on its way.
on its way.
Now, when I tell on its way, what is its way? How does it move? Can you tell me?
Plus symbol.
Yes, plus sign. So that is it. That is the way. In that way, if there is an opponent's square, opponent's piece, then that is when it controlled, or I mean it attacks. Okay, when it actually captures it, it means you take the piece away from the board and put it outside. So that is called capture. So there are two things. Attack means the opponent can escape. Capture means the piece is captured. Okay, so did you get it? Now, Manav, can you repeat after me? So others, please listen. Okay, rook
Rook
controls
controls
empty squares
empty squares
on its way.
on its way.
Rook
Rook
attacks
attacks
the opponent's piece
the opponent's space
on its way.
on its way.
Rook
Rook
supports
supports
its own piece
its own piece
on its way.
on its way.
Okay, so be on mute. Now we will go with the questions. So Leksha, can you tell me what is this rook doing to this knight?
Capturing, ma'am.
It is not capturing. Capturing is actually going and picking it is called capture. So I didn't depict you like this. If I do like this, then you should say capture. So what else it is doing? What is exactly it is doing? It is attacking. Okay. So the piece is opponent's piece, and it is on the rook's way. So it attacks. Say for example, this is the same position, and white has to play. So white can escape this attack. If in this position it is black's turn to play, then he does that. This is capture. You got the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now tell me what is happening. If I show you this, how will you frame sentence? Leksha, tell me.
Ma'am, the rook is attacking the knight.
Okay, so the rook e7 is attacking the knight on h7. Okay, very good. So next, Shanvika. Okay, so now how do you tell this? What is this? What is this rook doing?
Attacking.
So who does? I mean, see, this is a black. This is a black piece. This is also a black piece. Will you attack your own
No,
teammate?
supporting.
Ah, very good, super. So how do you frame the sentence here? The rook.
The rook
Mm.
supporting.
Supporting what? What is this piece name? We learned in the last class, right? What this is called?
Knight.
The rook is supporting the knight, which is on e4. Okay, rook is supporting. Okay, next, good. Be on mute. Then Piyush, this is the rook, and what it is doing to this square?
The rook is controlling the empty square.
Okay, so which square is that?
B5.
So how should you tell? The rook is controlling.
The rook is controlling the B5 square.
Very good, super. Okay. So I hope this is clear. These three concepts, I am introducing it to you. I mean now, like when learning the rook, because it will be very much helpful when you want to become a strong chess player. Okay. Okay, Isha, can you tell me what is happening here? You have to tell from the rook's point of view. What is the rook doing? You can make any two sentence from this.
The rook is The rook is supporting the bishop because it is on e7 because it is its own piece.
Okay, it's on its way and its own piece. Very good, super. Second sentence.
Second sentence is oh oh. I don't.
I mean, tell from rook's point of view.
Okay.
So you can take any one of the square and say rook is controlling this square. So that will be an easy thing, right?
Okay. The rook is controlling the square. The square the square that goes to that.
Name the square. Just name the square. Which square?
The
Tell the
rook is
letter, tell the number.
The rook is controlling the square on e1.
Okay, so it's very simple. Rook is controlling e1. So you got two sentences. Very good. Super. Next. Manav, can you frame two sentences with this? So tell from this rook's point of view.
The rook is attacking the horseman.
That is horse. What did we learn in the last class? How do you call it? Repeat.
Knight.
Our parents, please don't help him. Let him get it from his memory. So,
Knight.
rook is attacking the knight. Okay. Second sentence. One more sentence.
The rook is protecting the squaresman.
No. So we learn three words. One is control. If it is opponent's piece, it is control. Okay. So that is the right sentence. The rook is controlling the empty squares. Rook is attacking the knight. Whatever you said was right. Now the rook is supporting the another rook which is on h4. You got it?
Got it.
Three words. Control. Control means all those empty squares on its way, it controls. Attack. If it is an opponent's piece on its way, it attacks. Okay? And
Okay.
if it is its own piece, teammate, okay, own piece, then it will support. It will give support. Okay? Okay. So you be on mute. Shanvika, now tell me if this rook is supporting this bishop, yes or no?
Yes.
How yes? So what it
No,
means?
no.
No or yes? There can be
No.
only one answer. Okay, why
No.
no? Why no?
Because in cross.
Okay, please don't use the word term cross. Okay, so some people, I mean Western people, they term plus sign as cross, and here they term into sign as cross. Okay, so let's use plus. Okay, so that will be a good thing for us not to get confused. Okay, so this is a plus sign, and this bishop is not on its way. Okay, though it is its own piece, like own teammate, okay, own black bishop, since it is not on its way, it cannot support. Got it?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now we are going to do a different exercise. I will show you one example, then we will do with the rook. Okay, so there is an opponent's piece here, okay, and this rook has to capture it. So now I'm using the word capture, which means it has to go there and it has to really take it. I'm not telling attack. If I tell attack, then this is the simple answer. Now the rook is attacking. But now I'm telling it has to go and capture. Okay, from here, it cannot capture this in one move, but it is possible in two moves. Okay, so it can go here, then it can go and capture this. So first move is going here, Then from here, it can go here and capture. Or first move, it can go here to C1. Okay. And in the second move, it can capture this. Okay. I will show you what capture is. Okay. So it is going here and then it is going and capturing it. Okay. So like that, let's do some exercise. So here is the rook. Okay, shall we start with Anirudh? Anirudh, here is the rook. So we are white. Okay, and it has to go and capture this rook which is on G7. So how do you do? Where will you go first?
First,
and remember the rule, this rook cannot jump over here. Okay, because it cannot jump any pieces. Okay, if it is own piece, it cannot jump. If there are opponent's pieces here, still it cannot jump. Okay, it cannot jump. Okay, so first where will you go? Where will the rook go first? Okay, where, as in you have to tell the name of the square.
first it will go. First it will go to G1, ma'am.
G1 na. G for God, G, right? G1 is here. Can it jump over this piece and go here?
No.
So it cannot go there. It should first get out of here so that it can eventually go there. So what is the first step?
First move to.
Tell the name of the square. I will move.
Then it will move to A2.
Very good. A2. After that, where should it go? Our goal is to reach here.
It will go to A8.
A8.
A7.
Then
it will go to A8.
why should it go to A8? A8 is here. Where is your target? Your target is here. So if you go here, that's a good move. Okay. Then you have to go here. Then you have to go and capture this, right? Can you capture from here? Imagine the rook is here. Then can you capture this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it took 1, 2, and then the third move you are capturing it. Okay, good. Be on you. So this is the rook. And then okay, so the rook is here, and then I want to capture this pawn. Okay, we'll give some more difficulty. Okay, so now Piyush, can you answer this? This is the rook which is on b3, and now you have to go and capture the pawn which is on. Okay, rook is here, pawn is here. Capture the pawn. What is the first one?
First we should go to E3.
Okay, e3. Then
we should go to E7.
okay, then
we should capture the pawn.
very good. So now you got the idea of what is capturing, right? From here, the pawn, it is attacking. But when you take this and put it on G7, this is capture. Okay, next. Okay, so now Leksha, I want you to answer this. Rook is here, and I want you to capture the bishop which is on B3.
Okay. Ma'am, first we need to move to G1.
G1, then
Ma'am, then we need to move to B1
Okay, then
and then move to B3.
and capture it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now Isha, the same position. I want you to find one more way. So everyone else be on mute. I want Isha to answer.
Okay, ma'am. So first move the rook from G7 to 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 B7,
Okay, B7. Then
and then we should move the rook down to B3.
okay, so this is the first step, and this is the second step. So this okay. So be on mute. Okay, so now Shanvika, can you try to explain which route is easier? So this one or this one? Which is less time? Which will take less time?
This one, ma'am, the yellow color.
I mean, how do you tell it? So if there are no, then how will you tell it now?
First to go
Ah,
A7,
that is not A7, that is B7. So
B7.
going to B7, then capturing is easier. Okay. So you have to note one thing. Okay. So when we cannot waste moves. Okay. When we are playing chess. Okay. So both the answers are good. Both the answers are correct. Both of you did a good job. But so what I want to teach is, if you can take something in two move, then don't waste an extra move. Okay. Just have it in mind. It will help you somewhere in the future if you are a chess player. Okay. So if you can take something in two moves, we don't need to take three moves. Okay, good, both of you. Okay, now all three of you, including Shanvika. Okay, now okay, Manav, can you answer this? Just a second. You try answering this. I'll be hearing you.
Itu mau penuh.
The rook, I think, how will the rook capture the knight?
Both.
Okay, you can take any one of the rook, or I will point a rook. Okay, so this is the rook which is on e2. I want you to take this rook and capture this one. Okay.
Okay. Go to B2.
You want to go to b2. B2 is here. Then
A2.
okay. Can't you directly go to A2? Yes or no? Will this rook go to A2 directly without going to B2?
No.
How? Why no? So it's on its way, right? From here, can you put the rook to A2? Is my question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then B2 is not necessary. So more we don't make any unwanted moves, we will have a time advantage when we really play the game, right? So
Yeah.
okay, so it can directly go to A2. Now
Go to A4.
capture this. That's it. So you go to A2, then capture this. This is the easiest way. Okay. Be on mute. What if I put this? Okay. So now, Aldrin, can you try answering this? Take this rook, E2 rook, capture this. Capture the knight which is on A4.
Comes to E1.
Okay. What will you do after E1?
Ma'am, rook will come to E6.
E6 or E1? Be clear.
E6.
Okay, so now should I take this as a first move or no? Should it go to E1 then go to E6, or should it directly go to E6? It's now your choice. You tell me.
And go to E6.
Wait. I was asking you a question in between, right? So first you said E1, then you said E6. Should I count E1 as a move or not? Do you really want to take it to E1, then take it to E6, or you want to directly go to E6?
E6.
Okay, so I'll leave that. So E6, then
Go to A6.
then
Capture.
yeah. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very good, super. Now who else is there? Piyush. Now I will give the same position. I will give you an option to capture the opponent's piece. Okay. Now I want you to take this. What is the easiest way? In two moves, I want you to tell first move, and then the second move you can capture the knight. Use this rook. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you understand what I was telling you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Use this rook, and I will give you an option to capture the opponent's piece on its way. Okay, because it's really possible when we play game, right? And
Okay,
then
ma'am.
capture this.
Okay, ma'am.
So he said this way. That was the first way. Now I want you to tell me the another way. What is the easiest way to go to A4 using E2 rook? Hmm. Now Piyush, can this rook capture this bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
Why it can capture?
Because it is on plus sign.
Yeah, it's on its way, so it can capture. What will happen after you capture this? Will you reach here?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is what I was asking you to do. So 1, 2. Got it? So now, who has any doubts regarding rook movements? Who is this Delhi Babu student name? I want to know.
Ma'am, it's Shravan, ma'am.
Oh, Shravan. Okay. So I didn't ask you any question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now tell me, if this is the rook, can it capture this in one move? Shravan, tell me.
Ma'am, B6.
No. You understand my question correctly. So in one move, immediate move, can I capture this? Yes or no? Is it possible for you to capture this bishop?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay. If you have to capture that, then how many moves should you take?
3 moves, ma'am.
3. What are the 3 moves?
1, 2, 3.
You name the square.
3,
You don't discuss now. You just name me the square. What are the 3 moves? It's okay. Eventually, we will find out how many moves it will take. So first, where will it go? Tell me that.
Dua. Dua. G4, ma'am. G4,
And how does a rook move?
2, ma'am.
How does a rook move?
Yes, ma'am.
How? Sorry,
Yes, ma'am.
plus sign, right? I mean, I was asking you, how does a rook move? In which way does a rook move? So did you join late today? Okay, listen now. So the rook moves like this, right? Just a recap. Everyone can listen this. Rook moves this way. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
and in this way, this bishop is not there. So it cannot capture. Okay. So now where should it go? You said d6. Correct. Okay. So you go to d6. From here, you just put a plus sign. Now the bishop came in its way. Okay, from here this is attacking the bishop. Now if it is black's turn to play, black can escape the bishop. Okay, or if it is white's turn to play, white can simply go and capture it. Okay, so everyone be on mute. So this is the rook, and then be clear with the three things. Okay, whichever piece it is, except for pawns and knights, which we will learn in the later classes. Okay, other pieces. Okay, rook, bishop, queen. Okay, so these three mainly. Okay, king is a different topic that we will learn when we are learning king. So these three pieces, when on its way, if there are empty squares, they control it. On its way, okay, on the way it travels, right? If there is an opponent's piece, it captures. If there is its own piece, it will support. Okay, so capture as in attack and capture are two different concepts. Attack is just giving a threat. Okay, in next move I will come and capture you. If the position was like that, okay, we are white, and then we put our rook here. We are telling, see, next move I will come and capture you. This is called attack. Okay, if it is black's turn to play, black is taking it. When it really takes it, then it is called capture. That is the difference. In next move I will take you. If you threat like that, then it is called attack. Then the other person has the option to either be under the attack or to move away to a safe square. If they don't move to a safe square, then next move we can go and capture it. Okay, so and then we were learning about controlling. If there are empty squares, they control. And support, if there is own piece like this, the rook supports. Okay, and then two important things we learned: the rook will never jump. If it is its own piece or its opponent's piece, it cannot jump. Okay, opponent's piece it can capture, but it cannot jump over the opponent's piece. So I hope you get it right. So can we meet in the next class? Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Thank